Alright, I think we're live. So, how you guys doing? It's Alex and I'm back. And I guess I just want to give you guys a draft reaction fully. And also, I wanted to give you guys an update on how I'm doing after the big crash. Let me also check my volume just to make sure.
After the big crash.
Yep, my volume is good. And so, yeah, in terms of the crash, it was actually a pretty big bad one, but I got hit by a 65-mile-per-hour pickup truck with a trailer, and the front half of my car is just basically gone now. But luckily enough, I was able to only walk away with bruised ribs, a concussion, and a hurt tongue, and that was really it. Nothing really major happened. I don't have any really facial injuries. I do have a little bit of a scar above my eye, I guess. But I really walked away with no major permanent injuries. And that's pretty nice. What up, Go Lions? How you doing, man? I guess this is all I probably need to show. Where did I? Actually, I don't really need to. I did have some pictures of the crash, but actually I didn't want to show it. But yeah. Thank you, man. I'm glad I'm okay too. But I guess now let's move on to the Lions draft, and holy cow, this draft was better than I could have possibly imagined. Let me just move over and review every single book. Oh yeah, man, it's honestly a miracle. Show a bit of my religion side here. It is an absolute miracle that I lived. By all accounts, I should not have lived. Super lucky, especially not just the fact that I lived, but by the fact that I got such minor injuries compared to like most people who were in major crashes, at least. But, all right, so now let's show the draft picks real quick. Get my reactions to all of them. So Aiden Hutchinson, he was the number 2 overall pick. And holy crap, I was so happy that the Lions drafted Aiden Hutchinson. I had an A plus grade on this. He's versatile. He has a good amount of inside moves that Daniel Jeremiah also agrees with. He's good versus the run. He fits both a 3-4 and 4-3 mold. He had production to his name. Whole bunch of things. I'll get more into detail on why I think each draft pick is amazing and could do a video. And why I think the Detroit Lions are top 3 for draft, but just my initial reactions. And then after I go over everything and that, and then I'll give my statistical reaction after giving my grades for them, like who I think, what roles I think each player will get, and what statistics. I agree, man. It's pretty crazy. Makes me really just grateful for everyone. I'm really grateful for you guys, all 215 of you subscribers, or I guess 214. Being all grateful for my family and Detroit Lions football, of course. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really grateful. Yeah, so Aiden Hutchinson, he's an A+. Good at everything. So Jameson Williams. So on a Jimmy Johnson trade value chart, and just about any trade chart there is, Lions won this trade. We only gave up a 3rd-round draft pick and swapped a 2nd-round draft pick and the 32nd overall pick to move up 20 spots to get receiver number 1. Now, Jameson Williams would have been receiver number 1 had he not injured his ACL. ACLs are super recovery. These days, people would do just fine when they come back, and Jameson Williams, in my opinion, is receiver 1. I love his film. He gets separation. He's fast. He's an all-around deep threat. Everything about him is fantastic. He comes from a successful college program. Developed the likes of Jerry Jeudy and AJ Green, if I remember correctly. Or was that Julio? It might have been Julio. And never mind, Julio Jones. Lots of successful players from Alabama have come from here. And then you got Josh Paschal. Or Pascal. I really don't know how to pronounce his last name quite yet. So I actually kind of surprised that we drafted Pascal. I was. I'm actually going to give this an A plus grade. Not A plus. I'm going to give it an A minus. But I was just kind of shocked because I didn't really think that we were going to get a guy like this, so I didn't do that much film. But after looking at this guy is a really fantastic second round player. He has a great first step / explosiveness, snap of the line. He's versatile. He's great versus the run. I think he's even better versus the run than Levi was. He played in the SEC. He does have some nice hand usage, but he does need to get some pass rush moves. And I think if he gets some pass rush moves, I think he's going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with. I think out of the first 3 rounds, I think Pascal could be the only one who couldn't be the starter, but I think he will be the starter. Kirby Joseph. I really like Kirby. I kind of view more as a free safety to start with. So I was kind of surprised that we drafted him considering the fact we have Tracy, but I do think it really shows that what Aubrey Pleasant said last year about hybrid safeties is absolutely true. We like to have our safeties be able to do both, and Kirby did do a lot of both, and he's a very capable, strong safety if need be. But he's also a very dangerous safety. So he's not, and I also think in a way he's almost like the opposite to Tracy Walker. Tracy's not the biggest ball hawk, but he's effective at everything. But Kirby is like an absolute ball hawk, getting 5 interceptions last season. So that's pretty nice. And then there's no 4th round draft pick, so we get the James Mitchell. And I like the addition of James Mitchell. If TJ Hawkinson goes down again, you have a good, capable backup right there in the rookie. And he's overall just able to get yards after the catch. He's a pretty good receiver. He's a very aggressive and willing blocker. I think maybe he needs to add some more weight, and that could help him out. But I do like James Mitchell. Malcolm Rodriguez. So this is a guy that, in my opinion, if you like Nakobe Dean, you should like Malcolm Rodriguez because this guy fills just about every single gap. And he doesn't miss tackles that often. He's willing in coverage. Really, the only thing that, in my opinion, that really holds Malcolm back is size. If he was a bigger dude, he would be absolutely dominant. And sadly, since he played in a smaller conference and also is a smaller dude, he fell to 6th. But he gives you special teams values and a guy who could potentially compete for a starting job. James Houston, I think, will be the project player, considering the fact that he played outside linebacker, but the Lions did announce that he'll be an inside linebacker, kind of playing in that Micah Parsons possible role, looking at his tape at Jackson State, being inside and outside. So I think he's going to be more of the pass rusher / run stuffer that Parsons was at Dallas, but not, of course, not as good. I'm not going to say he is Parsons, but it could be a kind of role he will have. So he's going to be in the project. Jake Lucas, I think he's just the gamble of high athletic ability. Look at his RAS score. And I like that we had competition for our slot corner position. And I also think I like that he's versatile enough to play outside corner. And so that's just my... And so my grades for these guys, by the way, Pascal, I think, is an A- B+. Kirby is a B+. James Mitchell is an A-. Malcolm is an A+. James Houston is an A-. Chase Lucas is a B. Overall, the only pick I didn't really like, I guess, is Chase Lucas, because I did like that we got competition, but I just do not like Chase Lucas's tackling form. I think that needs to improve. And he is a bit small. And I think this was overall a really good draft. I like them all. But... So I think Pascal will replace Brockers next year. I think Pascal will compete with Levi and Brockers this season. Really push for spots. and either he'll be a heavy rotational guy or a starter. He really has all the abilities to do it. Uh, he's not a guaranteed starter, but I definitely think he's a bit more on the raw side in that regard for pass rush. He's kind of like, in a way, if I had a comparison for Josh Pascal, which I will kind of get more in depth to later, it's who we thought Deshaun Hand was going to be. You guys remember how much Deshaun Hand was liked after his rookie year? He was this guy who was great versus the run, but he still had pass rush value. And we thought he was going to be this absolute stud for a while. And then he just wasn't healthy. Well, Josh Pascal is healthy, and I think he's the healthy version of Deshaun Hand, and I think he could be better. And so I think that's going to be really just fantastic. But overall, that's just my instant reaction. So now I'll get statistical predictions. So let's start with Aiden Hutchinson. So I do know that there are people who think Aiden Hutchinson needs to have 10 or more sacks. This is ridiculous. Chase Young had 7.5 sacks his rookie year. Nick Bosa had 9. Joey Bosa only had 10.5, so kind of just 10. Actually, you know what? I'll pull up every rookie edge. The top edge rushers, actually, in the NFL. Pistol Leaders 2021 ESPN. I got this. There we go. So, I do think. So, my prediction for Aiden Hutchinson, by the way, before I pull up my stats for him, is Aiden Hutchinson, I think, will have 8.5 sacks, 58 tackles, and I think he will have 60 quarterback pressures. But we look at all these stats. Let's look at the rookie. Look at the rookie sacks. There we go. So, let's see. Myles Garrett, Trey was not a top pick. I don't know if Cameron Jordan was a top pick or not. So, yeah, no. Let's just kind of go with the number 2 overall picks lately, or the top picks. Leonard Floyd. Sorry, not Leonard Floyd. Von Miller. He was pick number 2 overall in his draft. His rookie year, he got 11.5. So, pretty good. Like he had an insane rookie year. Let's see. Another top pick. Let's see. Max was a 7th round pick. Oh, there's not a lot of top defensive end draft picks, are there? Okay, well, at least in recent history, a lot of the top picks did not get a whole lot of sacks their rookie years. I'm pretty sure Mac was a top 5. Yeah. Okay, so he was. Okay, so yeah, first year, Mac only got 4 in 16 games. So it takes some time. Rookie edge rushers are not going to be like, defensive players of the years, MVP, and all that. But okay. So Joseph, I actually did not go on my mission yet. So my mission's actually going to be 2 years, and that's going to take a while. So I actually was just saying I was going to wait till the NFL draft to go on a mission, and I was just going to kind of have a last hoorah, maybe have a draft reaction like I am now, and then make a video on it, and that'll be my goodbye. But I guess I do have some news updates on that. Because of the crash, I might not leave by the time I was hoping. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. Because of the draft, I might. I'm unknown on when I'll go. I mean, I could go still like by November. I could go by October. I could go by the end of the football season. The mission right now is just unknown. I want to leave as soon as possible, but it's just delayed right now because um, for an LDS mission you need to be healthy, and since I have injured ribs and a concussion and bad necks, I can't have medical results right now, and it's not even counting the after effects of getting healthy again. And then I also have to get insurance, and insurance is going to be a bit more expensive. And then the money for me getting better and being lifelined, which I was lifelined, but and an ambulance for my sister who was also in the car. So it's gonna be harder to pay admission. And I'm just I really want to go still, but I don't know when I will anymore. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, yeah. And I think they totally fleeced the Vikings and all that, and uh, it really the Vikings made two horrible trades. They allowed both their enemy team to get great weapons. So I don't know any undrafted free agents, by the way, in Detroit that like I've majorly looked into. I know Chris Bell because I'm a BSU fan, so I've seen him do pretty good. That's really it. Um, yeah. So I've also seen Pimpleton, who I think is a pretty good returner as of right now. Uh, I Adobe Z, or the offensive tackle from TCU, is pretty good. I do think he's a bit of a project, but I do think he's someone who can definitely compete with Matt Nelson for that swing tackle role. Okay, so now for the statistical predictions. Because that Khalil Mack didn't get 10 sacks, Nick Bosa didn't get 10 sacks, Joey Bosa didn't get 10 sacks, and, Nick Bosa didn't get 10 sacks, and, Khalil Mack and all that. I predict Aiden Hutchinson just have 8.5 sacks, 68 tackles, and like 60 pressures, and like a forced fumble or two. Jameson Williams, I think, will have himself in the 1,000-yard season with 6 to 7 touchdowns. I do think he's someone who can compete for Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm very, very, very high on him, and I will explain why in my video soon. Josh Pascal, I think year one he'll kind of be that 5 to 6 sack player year one, so long as he's completely healthy, kind of around how Deshaun Hand would have gotten had he stayed healthy. Kirby, I think, will get himself 2 interceptions, maybe 3 at best, with 60 tackles, 1 forced fumble. James Mitchell, I think, will have standard 10 and 2 numbers. I think he'll just kind of rotate in, maybe get 300 yards, 3 touchdowns or something. Malcolm Rodriguez, I think he'll compete for a starting inside linebacker position. But as of right now, I think for sure he's a special teams guy, and I have one prediction there. James Houston, I think he's 100% project player. He's kind of NA on stats. Chase Lucas, I think he will compete for a slot position, and I think there's a good chance he's going to win. But yeah, in my opinion, we got four starters at worst 3. And we got guys who can all contribute besides, really, in my opinion, for year one, James Houston. But yeah, the Pimpleton. Yeah, so Dead Famine actually knows a lot more about Pimpleton than I am, and so I might do a video on him because I just think he's pretty good. But yeah, Pimpleton is a really good returner. And so I do think he's someone who's going to compete with Khalif Raymond and maybe can become a little bit better on. I think the Packers swipe Pimpleton from us somehow. Pimpleton, Detroit Lions. No, Pimpleton never took us from the Packers. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Joseph. Don't worry. So, will you react to Jeremy Reisman's 53 Yeah. Actually, could you send me that link? I didn't know he made a 53-man roster prediction. I've been sleeping most of the day. Yeah, if you could link that to me in the Discord, that would be pretty cool. Do do. Actually, maybe I could find it. If I can't find it in time, or you're not in here. Let's see. Okay. Post draft edition. Okay, so here is Jeremy's 53-man roster prediction. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. I totally agree with this. QB, Jared Goff, Tim Boyle, David Blau, no change at the quarterback position, and no reason to believe they won't carry 3 into the regular season. By the way, I do think Steven Montez is going to be able to compete with David Blau for QB3 and possibly QB2. I'm just saying. I'm broke. My mind is. Craig Reynolds has been dropped for Godwin Iggy and Jamar Jefferson? Dude, Craig was our best running back last season as a rusher. Godwin fumbled it every time he got a chance to do something. He's a mediocre returner. Jamar was not even better than Craig. Why would you expect Craig to be here? Okay, let me at least read up on his stuff. I really hate this. I think Craig Reynolds is RB3 already, and I think if anything, he'd be able to push for a starting job if Swift does bad next year. Through any offseason changes. Yes, he was on the practice squad, Jeremy. He's productive. What would Jamar do? Jamar's a 7th-round pick. What has he done that's done better than Craig? I don't see it, Jeremy. I don't see it. Okay, well, Khalif Raymond's already getting removed for Khalil Pimpleton. Jameson Williams, DJ Chark, St. Brown, Reynolds, and Cephas are around. I see that. So actually, Jameson might actually be here in the regular season. He says he's going to be here by training camp, so I don't know if he's actually going to play or not. Tight ends. I think Garrett Griffin and Brock Wright can compete, but I'm not too upset about that. I mostly agree with this. I do think Logan Stenberg could keep a spot, but he could very well be gone soon. What happened? Oh yeah, I'm missing Kevin Jarvis. About that. Defensive tackle. Yeah, this is 100% going to happen. Edge, Aiden, Romeo, Charles, Pascal, Bryant. We kept more edge rushers than this last year. I thought we kept 6. I don't know. James Houston could be a nice practice squad player. I do think Austin Bryant's for sure gone. I don't think we're going to keep 5. I mean, we are going to play a 4-2-5, but we're also still going to play a 3-4 at times and a 4-3. I think one more linebacker is going to stay. Now, I think there's going to be one more linebacker. It's going to be Gerard Davis, who's being a vet. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Corner, I agree with. Yeah, I do think Chase Lucas really can't compete with AJ Parker, man. I really do. Brady Breeze and Juju Hughes? They're gone? No. I kind of see that, though. CJ Moore's really good at special teams. Sean Elliott's good strong safety. Will Harris is a safety. Kirby and Tracy Esters. I kind of see that. Um, I really don't think the kicker prediction. I'm going to be honest with you. I might get hate on this, but I think Austin Seibert's going to make the team over uh, Riley Patterson. Because it took so long for Riley to get on here, but I also want to make some points. Austin Seibert made 83% of his kicks, 10 of 12. He's the only kicker on the Lions roster who made a 50-plus yard field goal in 52. Seibert very well could have had an amazing year. Riley Patterson didn't really kick a long kick this year. Riley Patterson. Stats real quick. I do think it's down to Riley Patterson versus Seibert. But the only 50-yard kick that Patterson could have made was missed, although it was rainy. But he only kicked him under 50 yards, so he very well could be in trouble. But we'll see what happens there between Seibert and Patterson. I mostly agree with this list. It's going to be kind of sad because I do like these two, Brady Breeze and Juju, as rotational guys. Wait. Wait. Off-ball linebacker. Okay, never mind. I thought Derek Barnes wasn't there for a second. I was like, bro. But I think Aaron Glenn have some weapons, but some nice pictures. I agree. They have Logan on the bubble. I was hoping for him to be an impact. 100%, man, and he really is just. Logan Minor did a lot more than people thought he was going to do. But yeah, so I think that's all going to be for today, guys. Tomorrow, I got some different things. I will say on Saturday, I'm going to be doing a live with David Kumar of the Detroit Lions discussion with David Kumar. That's his name. And we're going to talk draft. We're going to talk football. I am going to be making a video on top 3 Lions. Why Lions had top 3 draft. And I will, depending on what my mission future is looking like, I might make a singular video based on each player from the Lions draft. Maybe look at some film. And yeah. What about? Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Glad I am too. I'm still here and I still got work to do. But so, due to my concussion, this is the longest I can have a screen in my face or kind of talk. So, but I love you guys, and I will see you guys a little later, and maybe tomorrow. See you guys later, and one bride.